Hey, this is Logan Grant and this is Grant Me Topics. This video is directed more towards new hernia sufferers and those who are just now getting around to taking care of theirs, even if they've had it for several years. I'm not a doctor or a professional or specialist or anything like that. The advice I'm going to give is just my own opinion based on my own experiences. Alright, so if you think you have a hernia, my first suggestion would be to go to a doctor and get an official diagnosis. That way you know exactly what you're dealing with, because it could be something other than a hernia, maybe something even worse. So you want to find out what that is. That way you can address it accordingly. My other suggestion is that if you think it's a hernia, treat it like it's a hernia. Don't go doing things that you know are going to negatively affect it if you actually were to have a hernia. So don't go straining, overeating, don't allow yourself to get constipated, things like that. One of the big things that I would suggest is wearing a hernia belt. This is probably something you'd end up doing after you get a diagnosis and actually know if it's a real hernia. But I would suggest wearing a hernia belt immediately, because you want to try to prevent it from getting any worse. Because the sooner you start taking care of it, the better chance you'll have of it healing. The other thing I think is a really good idea is to take an evaluation of your life. So look at all the things you do on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, everything you eat, things you're exposed to, and just look at all those, and it'll probably take some research to find out what things actually can affect a hernia or not. But look at those things that you do often or eat often and see what things might be contributing to your hernia. Then start to take those things out of your life one by one and just see what kind of effect that has on the hernia. You might find out that some things are actually affecting it that you didn't think are. All of our hernias are unique, and they are, specific to us. So it's like there are things that help each one of us. Things like exercises and diet, and not getting constipated, getting good sleep, things like that. We know are going to help each of us, but outside of those general things, we have to find out what is our individual causes. I think that for the most part covers everything I'm trying to get across right now. I hope it helps y'all. Y'all be strong and don't lose hope. Shalom.